Hi, my name's Cait Whitson. I'm from Whitson's Limited, and we are suppliers of fine Italian plasters in the Venetian, in a Venetian style, from Stucco Italiano. Venetian plastering is the application of fine, thin veneers of decorative plaster. It's not like a normal gypsum plaster. It's made from lime, and people think of it as being highly polished. But there's a huge range of finishes that you can achieve with Italian Venetian plaster that can be matte, shiny, and everything in between, with lots of different additives too. Generally, although unlike normal plastering, or let's say tiling or applying paint, just normal paint. There are tricky elements to it, but because of that, and it is a skill, so you do need to kind of practice. But because of that, it tends to be a highly paid element of interior design. So you get well-paid jobs, and also it kind of backs. So if you're a tiler that can do polished plastering, or a decorator, or a plasterer that can do it, it moves you into the higher end of the marketplace. So not only do you get the Venetian plastering jobs, but you can raise your prices, and you're standing in the trade for your normal everyday work that you would say is your bread and butter. So preparation is key, and obviously you need to have the right primers to ensure that the plaster takes to your substrates. We supply all the primers, and then you would buy your plasters. Again, as I said, there's lots of different types of plasters, but in order to get started, one of the key things you're going to need is you're going to need the right tools. And lots of people say, oh no, I've got plastering trowels. No, you can't use those. You've got to get yourself at least one good polished plastering trowel. I say to people, if I had to do with one single trowel that was a specialist trowel, it would be the medium polished plastering trowel. And then of course there's top coats as well. But you can call Whitson's at any time, or drop me a WhatsApp, and I will help you work through the materials you need. We help you work through how much you need for your square meterage. So you never really need to worry about it, because we're there with the technical support. You actually need no experience. We've taught people that have literally never picked up a trowel or a brush or anything. I would say it's an advantage to have some trowel skills or some decorating skills that help you sort of feel more at ease with the products. It's initially, I think if you've no experience of working with a trowel, it can be a bit of a challenge just learning how to handle it. But essentially, anybody can learn, because it's technique based. And if you have a good teacher like Rob, who's teaching here at the school today, you're gonna master it. It is technique. What will help is a sense of style, and maybe the ability to, maybe a bit of ability with colour. That might help to make you stand out from the next person, because when you come to develop your own finishes, your own style, that will come out in your portfolio. So most of the time you'll be applying polished plaster to walls, ceilings, on an interior. In Italy, there's loads of exterior application of things like intonaquino. You don't see it so much here because we have other renders that are used traditionally for exteriors, but you can use it outside. There are products like Tadlact that you can use in wet rooms and shower rooms. You can also use some of the products on furniture. Some are more robust than others, but there are, you could do upcycling with them. We have flooring products. Oh my God, the Pascaloni flooring product is fantastic. Love it. And yeah, there really is there are just so many different things that you can do with the materials. So we've done everything from reception desks in hotels to bathrooms to backsplashes in kitchens. Understanding the material, understanding how it works in each situation is vital. So something like a backsplash, you've got to understand how to protect it. But once you've got all those bits and pieces under your belt, the world is your oyster as far as jobs are concerned. And again, we are always there to help you the first time you do a backsplash or the first time you do a bathroom. We're here to help you have success. Well, one of the reasons I ended up going into more specialist trades from the painting and decorating is actually a lot of painting and decorating is quite boring. And plastering is quite boring. I mean, it's lovely when you finish a job, you stand back and go, yeah, this looks great. But I think just to have a break in the day-to-day grind of your general trade, it's really nice, it's creative. I think there's even more of a, hey, I did that kind of feel at the end of every job. It, as I said earlier, it improves your standing in the trade. It makes you stand out amongst your other tradespeople. And I think there's a huge amount of job satisfaction, and generally there's more money to be made. That at the end of the day is always a good attractive thing. But if you only go for it as being a quick buck, you're probably missing the point. We are generally suppliers to the trade. We don't really deal with the man in the street, or people who want to give it a try. Nearly every customer we have is working in the polished plaster industry already, or working towards being a professional in the polished plaster trade. We supply the materials, but again, we will also do things, as I said, lots of support, because I think, particularly when you're starting out, you kind of just need somebody that you can go, I think this is right. No, I need to check. And it's just great I think it's great to have somebody at the end of the phone. Obviously, I'm on WhatsApp, but at 7 a.m. till 7 p.m, I'm there if you need to just double check. Did I remember this correctly? Or let's say your customer comes to you and says, I've seen this on Pinterest. Well, we've all heard that before. So I've seen this on Pinterest. I want you to do this. And it's wonderful to be able to say, yeah, I think I can do that. And then go away and worry about it afterwards. But you can send it to me, and I can chat through different approaches to doing a finish that that your client's seen. Again, advising about the right materials for the right project, for each project. James in the warehouse, absolutely fantastic at doing spread rates, putting together quotes so you understand how much material you're going to use. Essentially, if you're successful, we're successful, because you'll come back and buy again. And we're interested in your success, and that's what we focus on, is you, the finisher.